Rotting in bed, doom scrolling, and feeling so unmotivated and tired, but you have all these goals on your list and all these things that you have to get done, but you feel so exhausted and you don't have the motivation to get these things done. We've all been there. And getting out of that state is the tricky part, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to share the things that I do that gets me up out of bed and gives me the motivation to get these things done. Because whenever I find myself in that state, it's quite hard. My brain gets overstimulated with all these things that I have to do, but I just don't know where to start. I don't know what to do, and I feel tired. I don't feel like doing it. And some days I just cannot get myself to do my stuff and get back on track. And that's why in this video, I want to make it easier for you. If you are there right now in that rut, I want to make it easier for you. This is going to be a step-by-step guide on how you're going to get out of that rut and you're going to get back on track. So if you're there right now, this is going to help you. So let's get into it. So first of all, you have to understand why you're feeling this way. When you bed rot, doom scroll, and procrastinate on the tasks that you have to get done, you label yourself as lazy, but you're not lazy. You're not lazy. You are just overstimulated and overwhelmed because you have all these things inside your head, your assignment, your work stuff, your family, your hobbies, your goals, things that you want to do in your life, so many different things. And on top of that, you're not giving your brain the space to process these things. So first of all, I want you to understand that you're not lazy, you're just overstimulated. So overstimulation of the brain is the issue here. So we're gonna have to fix that first. And here's what I do. This is what changed my life. I'm always thinking, how did I not know this earlier? Like, why am I learning about this now? Why did I not know this before? It's having a brain dump journal. Dumping things on your brain. I'll show you my journal. Okay, I just recently started doing this. This journal is just for brain dump. Anything that's on my mind, I'm gonna put it out here. Here's what I want you to do. Get yourself a book. If you don't have a book with you right now, it's okay. Take a pen and a piece of paper, okay? Here's what I do. Write down everything on your mind. Everything. Don't even categorize it like, oh, this is family stuff, this is work stuff. No, just write down every single thing on your mind. For example, 2 weeks ago, I had so many things on my list that I didn't want to do any of them. The things that I had on my mind were, I was thinking about EFT tapping for a long time, so I wrote that down. I had to do some work on LinkedIn. I had to run some ads. And I was thinking of calling my grandparents on my mom's side for a long time. And I was moving out of this place and I had to find another person to move in. So there were all these kind of different things on my head. So all I did was took out my journal, did not even categorize them, just wrote all of it down, okay? Just write everything down. And then you're gonna take a look at it. Look at it. What can you do today? What among those things can you do today? Doesn't even have to be 5 or 6, just do 1 or 2. 1 or 2, just make it easy for you. I know you wanna get all of those things done today, but let's be realistic a little bit. Let's be kind on ourselves. We're already feeling so sluggish and we're already feeling bad about ourselves. So let's take it easy. Just today, take it easy. I'm not even kidding. After I wrote this down, the amount of things I was able to get done in just the next 2 days when I wrote this down is crazy. Because if I hadn't written these down, I would have not done it. I would have not done it that quick. So first of all, write it down and pick things that you can do today. That's it, okay? That's it. It can even be doing your laundry or cleaning your room because that's been on your mind, right? And if that's what you can do today, do just that. I know it sounds small. It sounds like, what is the point of fixing just one thing when I have all these things on my list and it's not going to take me anywhere? Let me talk about the magic of fixing one thing. If you fix just one thing or just get one task done, your brain releases dopamine and you feel good. You feel good about yourself. For example, if you clean your space, your desk or your room, when you look at that clean room, that makes you feel good. That gives you clarity. So when you fix just one thing, that is going to take you to fixing the other things. The next most important thing is to change your environment. Change your surrounding. Because when you are stuck in this state, you cannot be sitting in the same environment with the same vibes going on around and try to feel better or try to get out of it. You literally have to physically change something about the environment. Either you get out of the room, get out of the house, go somewhere and get your work done outside, or you physically change something in the room. Maybe after you clean your room, you light up a candle to make you feel better. spice things up, open the curtains, play some good music in the back. So if you want to change your state of being, then you have to change your environment. So this is going to signal to your brain that that state has shifted. And for me, it is taking a shower, putting on a cute outfit, doing my makeup, and getting out of the house and going somewhere in a cafe, in the mall, or somewhere and getting my work done there. Sometimes I don't even feel like putting on a cute outfit or doing my makeup. I actually force myself to do it because I know when I do it, it makes me feel good. And that's how you're going to change your state of being. And let me get this one important thing out of the way. We have been thinking about it wrong this whole time. We have been thinking, or when I feel motivated to do it, I will take the action. So how do I make myself motivated? How do I find the motivation? But this is the truth about motivation. Movement creates motivation. Action creates motivation. It's not motivation equals action. Action equals motivation. You know how before we go to the gym or work out, we feel like we don't have the motivation to do it. I just don't feel like doing it. But then after the workout, we're thinking, why did I not do this earlier? I am so motivated right now. That's how it is. When you take the action, when you move, the motivation will follow you. So all you gotta do is move, take action, do something. The motivation will follow you. Okay, I talked about all these steps, but I didn't mention the most important thing. I did not talk about the one important character here, your phone, your mobile phone. I didn't talk about her. Well, I'm going to talk about her now, because when you try to get out of that rut or change your state of being, your mobile phone is going to take you back to that state. Have you noticed sometimes we take everything in us, finally decide to keep the phone away, get up, go do your things, right? But somehow in the middle of doing your things, you find your mobile phone again. Somehow you pick it up, you're lost again. There we go, back to being in that state. We have to do something about our mobile phones here. It has to get out of your sight. Here's what I do. You have to download an app blocker. But I have one that's called Focus Friend by Hank Green. I'm going to put the link to it in the description, and it is a game changer. There's this deep focus mode on the app. So what the app basically does is when you go to the app and turn on the deep focus mode, you literally cannot access any of the other apps on your mobile phone. I always have this deep focus mode on. This is habit. This is a pattern. This is what we have been doing the whole time, right? Even without any conscious thought, we're picking up our phone and we're going to the apps. But when you create friction between the action of going to your social media apps, that's how you're gonna actually stop doing it. So when you have this app turned on, all the other apps are blocked, and when you try to open your Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, when you try to open it, it doesn't let you use it. But it's making the action harder, right? So you're less likely to do it. That's what we have to do. Here's what you have to do. If it's an undesirable action, or if it's a habit that you want to get rid of, you have to create friction between you and the action. That's how you get rid of a bad habit. So download the app blocker and keep your phone somewhere else. Don't keep it in the room in front of you where you can see it. Don't do that. Sometimes I have a suitcase here, and I put my phone inside the suitcase and I lock it. So it's really hard for me to enter the key and open it. I'm making it hard. So go keep it in the kitchen. Go keep it in the living room, because the temptation is real. When you hear notification, when you see it in front of you, it is easier for you to go and grab it. So the key is to make it so hard for you to grab it, because getting out of the rut requires you to do something about your phone. Out of your sight, out of your mind. And I want you to stop thinking that the day is wasted. Just because you got up a little late today, or you spent this whole time scrolling or procrastinating, and now you feel like, oh, this day is wasted. I wasted my whole day now. Now I just have a few more hours left, and I cannot do anything about it today. I'll change my life tomorrow. No, you're changing it today. You're changing it today. Even if you have just 2 hours or 1 hour left in your day, you're gonna take use of it. You're gonna start today, because today sets the track for tomorrow. Okay, you spent your time scrolling and you wasted half of the day, and now it's evening. Change it in the evening, because if you don't change it today, same thing's gonna happen tomorrow, and the day after is gonna keep happening. And ending your day right, or making that change today, is an act of self-love, because you love yourself so much that you want to make things easier for yourself tomorrow. Whatever that you can do which will make it easier for tomorrow's you're gonna do it for her. And finally, but one thing that has been really helping me recently is grounding myself. When I say grounding myself, I mean being present in my body and sitting there in the silence, just feeling things around me and being present in the moment. And there's something that is actually really hard for us to do. In the world that we're living in right now, we're constantly stimulating our brain with our phone. I think it's very important that we find time to do it every single day. And our brain is so used to this constant noise, so it is not going to be easy, but it is essential. So these are the exact steps that you need to follow to get out of that rut. Whenever you find yourself in that state and you don't know what to do a brain dump, select 1 or 2 tasks out of that. The magic of fixing one thing, change your environment. And remember that action creates motivation, so you move. And the most important one, create friction between you and your phone. And also learn to be present in your body, to just sit with yourself. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you found it helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And also let me know down in the comments what topics you want me to talk about so I can make videos that you find helpful. And just like always, I'll see you in the next video next week. Until then, bye-bye.